In front of us we have the studio, the small cottage Grieg built here at the lake, where he was working during his stay at Trollhaugen. I must... They had a very beautiful view from the window here out to the Norway lake. Very beautiful, mild nature. Across the lake you could see a small farm, and it was very quiet and peaceful down here. My name is Erling Dahl Jr. and I'm the curator at Grieg's home, Trollhaugen in Bergen, Norway. This spot is one of the most beautiful places in Bergen. It was a very small, narrow valley full of trees and plants, nearly impossible to get into. And it was called the Troll Valley. When the house was finished, every estate should have a name, and Nina Grieg, the wife of Edvard, she suggested that this must be the Trollhaugen. And it suits Grieg very well because he has written several pieces of troll music.
We are allowed to keep our little Grieg as a nice little troll. Of course, he is Norwegian, but he is actually talking a German language with a Norwegian dialect.
He is our composer. He is the composer because he was the first one and the great composer for everyone. So that's why he has a very special position in all Norwegians' minds. He was very popular during his lifetime because he was a very fine conductor as well. So a concert pianist, he was a pop star, and his editor in Leipzig, they earned millions of mark on Grieg's music.
He was one of the first composers to really accept the tyranny of the marketplace. I think that he was intelligent enough to know that he hadn't written the kind of music that he should have written.
He's old-fashioned. He's tradition. For the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years, Grieg has fallen down from his pedestal more or less and become a ordinary human being.
When he was working here in the studio, if there came a boat down on the lake, and they were making some noise, he just had to stop work because he lost his concentration. He had difficulties in having peace enough to make music.
He had parts of his life when he didn't write any music, and those parts seems to be very connected to his problematic marriage. And suddenly he writes a lot of music, and it seems to sort of fall in the same period as he meet other women, other sources of inspiration.
He was a very good letter writer, wrote more than 20,000 letters during his lifetime. Nina took care of all the correspondence between them, and she destroyed most everything. She thought the letters were too private.
Nina lived a long time after him, and she went around pottering and sort of perfecting this image. She burnt a great deal of letters. We are the victims of a myth created by a wife.